Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Decor by Joelle Russ. We are getting into part 2 of the room makeover. Let's do it. Alrighty, so for our first project, we are going to be recreating a mirror that we saw on Pottery Barn Teens, and we also saw the mirror in Hobby Lobby. So we're going to be painting these wood beads, this pretty turquoise color. The colors of her room are going to be turquoise, pink, and white. So she's going to go ahead and give 2 coats of paint to these beads. As you can see, we used a wooden dowel and just like a hair tie to secure the beads. It made it so much easier to paint. They did kind of stick together as they were drying, but it was super easy just to pull them apart. But that's usually the best way to paint beads. I don't know really of any other way, but I saw someone else do this, so we copied. Now for this second part, when I took the mirror apart, it was already on that piece of cardboard. So I just glued it down to reinforce it. And then we just went ahead and glued those beads down. And I'm telling you, teamwork really made the dream work on this project. And all the other ones, as you'll see, they were kind of time consuming, but Jada was a great assistant. So as we finished this up, I noticed that the cardboard was still showing, which was bothering me. So I went back and I used my X-Acto knife to cut off some of the cardboard, and we're going to be hanging this on the wall. So this is the part where I would usually show you what the piece looks like in the room, but we're actually going to save that for next week when we do the reveal. So none of these projects will be shown in the room this week. Sorry guys. Alright, so next we're going to be making Pom Pom Garland, and I really honestly thought this was a great idea when I first thought of it. I did see some pom-poms around. They weren't as big as I wanted, so I told Jada we're just going to make them because that's what we do. We make stuff, or that's what I do. I don't know if she was completely on board with it, and now looking hindsight is 2020. We made 20 pom-poms of the pink, and we made 20 pom-poms of the turquoise. So altogether we made 40, and it took us a pretty good time to do those. So I sped it up here. Pretty much what you're going to do is you're going to wrap the yarn around there about 75 times. Next, after you wrap it around 75 times, you're going to take a piece of yarn and you're going to double it. You're going to pull that part off and you're going to tie the string around the middle of that yarn. Now, after doing this for 40 times, I did come up with a better way to tie it while the yarn was still on the cardboard. I just had 2 separate pieces of cardboard so I could tie it while it was on there. It was a lot easier. So this was a lot of trial and error. Even though I had watched other people do it, I still had some issues, but that's neither here nor there. So I did go ahead and I secured it with a knot, and I just fluffed it out after that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure everything is even, and then you're going to cut all the loops off. Okay, so for this second part, I cut out 2 cardboard circles in the size that I wanted the pom-poms to be, and I put a hole through one of them. What you're gonna do now is you're gonna put a piece of string, that's the piece that we tied around, you're gonna put that through the hole, and then you're gonna sandwich the other piece of cardboard on the other side. This is gonna ensure that all the pom-poms are the same size and kind of like consistency. So you'll see Jada is going to put the other one on top, and then she's going to start cutting around. And then once you cut around, you're going to have to reposition the circle and then cut the other side that you did not cut. And you'll see her do that in here. And this helps all the pom-poms to be the same size and like circumference. All right, so as I already mentioned, this took a lot longer than we expected. But the good part is that me and Jada got to spend some time together. She's usually in her room talking to her friends or playing Roblox or watching TV. And she's usually doing that by herself. So it was great to spend some time with her. I really missed it. So she's not the little girl that she used to be. Like I mentioned before, she will be a teenager in a couple months. So it was really fun hanging out with her and doing this project. All right, so as you can see, it made a huge mess, but what we're gonna do now is toss them in the dryer to fluff them out. Once they're done, you can kind of see they're a bit fluffier, which is great. Now we are gonna take these gold hooks and we are going to attach them to the pom-pom so that we can attach them to a gold chain. Now this is a process, guys. I'm telling you, I did not know what I was getting myself into. But honestly, it really came out so cute, so it was really worth it. Now it's time to attach the pom-poms to the gold chain. I measured out 5 centimeters just to make sure everything was uniform, and I attached them to the chain.
Some of the old songs. For all time's sake. As time goes by. A long time. For all time's sake.
I don't know what you mean, Miss Elsa.
Okay, so not only am I adding the pom-poms to the gold chains, but I'm gonna be adding these gold kind of like paper picture frames that are gonna hang from the chain, and they're gonna have different pictures that Jada's gonna pick out. So we're gonna have 2 sets of pom-poms, the pink and the turquoise, and we're gonna have 8 pictures on each. And I'll attach the picture frame so you can see what they look like, but they are really super cute.
Some of the old songs. For all time's sake.
All right, so last but not least, we're gonna be making this fur rug. This was not originally in the plan, but I was in Joann's. I saw this fabric in the scrap section and I could not let it pass. It was originally like $36 a yard, but when it's a scrap, you get an additional 50% off, and then they take another percentage off if it's already in sale in the store. So I got it for like $13. All I had to do was glue the non-slip grip to the back, and I vacuumed it, and that was pretty much it. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Join us next week as we do the big reveal.